We back. DBros Discussions.
No, actually, no hat today.
You know what I'm saying? We're probably looking a little different.
The braids just, got the braids done. Less than a week ago, he got the twist.
The twist.
Looking fire with the twist.
Really, I only get my hair done to put on hats, cause I feel
that.
My hair
Low-key, I got enough hats, but I'm gonna need some new gear soon. I'm gonna need some new gear. I need some new gear soon.
Yeah. So this is like the first podcast in a minute. We're gonna, guys. I every single time we start a podcast, I always be saying that this is the first podcast we've done in such a long time. So like my next time we do a podcast, you're not gonna hear that phrase because we're gonna be consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I will have to say that. But yeah, like we just been chilling, honestly. So honestly, let's get into like the first kind of topics or questions of today, which are mainly our regular stuff like relationships and friendships type thing. You know, just life and like social dilemmas, phrased as someone else, not my phrasing, but also pretty good phrasing. Social dilemmas. Yeah. So first question, I'll ask you. Because you're the only one here. Who else you gonna ask? Because you're the only one here. Do you think that dating Mr. or Mrs. Popular is a good thing or like a bad thing?
Hold on, guys. I've been a little sick recently, man. He's been a little sick recently, but I had to get this podcast out for you guys.
You know what I'm saying? The NyQuil is putting in this work right now. DayQuil.
Do I think dating Mr. or Mrs. Popular is a good thing? Is that what you said?
Yeah. So, for example, like your partner, like they're really popular. Like for example, you go to the, I don't know, you just go to the library and they know everyone. Like they know everyone there. You go to the gym, they know everyone.
Yeah. Honestly, I was gonna say like the first thing that came to my mind was like, okay, you know what? It probably like, you'd probably lose confidence. But then I thought about it a little more. Like it could be like both sides. You could like gain confidence or like lose confidence for something like that. And I think it's just like more like unbalanced and everything, you know? Like if your lifestyle doesn't match up with theirs. Yeah. Or like popularity in some way, it's just unbalanced. But like, yeah, like for you to be in that situation, either you're probably gonna like lose a lot of confidence or gain a lot of confidence, or like ego. Yeah, we'll say.
I didn't even think about losing confidence, but you could gain confidence because it's like
you could gain confidence for sure.
It's like you're dating this person. That's
yeah. But you could also lose confidence because like, let's say like it's your girl and then she got like a bunch of guys in her DMs and stuff like that, and you know maybe you think they look better than you, and you're like, yeah, you're gonna be like, damn, like, what if she leaves me? You know, like this that. Yeah, like, I don't know how popular we're talking, though, you know? Like, we're talking, like, Rihanna, you know, just, like, in your local area.
I was talking, like, you know, like real scenario-based, so, like, not, like, Rihanna, obviously.
Yeah, so just, like, your local area. So, I don't think you're really gonna, like, lose confidence like that, you know what I mean?
But, like, I'm saying, like, you know, is it a good thing or a bad thing, though? That's the question.
Like, it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. I don't think it really matters, but I would say it's a bad thing. What would you say?
I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. I would say it's a bad thing.
Well, you would say it's a good thing?
Yeah, no, I would say it's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest. Yeah.
No, I definitely say it's a bad thing because, like, in most case scenarios, you're gonna end up with an unbalanced relationship.
Okay, yeah, but like there are definitely people out there that, you know, they're just more extroverted and they're outgoing and they're out there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, for example, like, and then you don't even have to be like out there like that to be like, well known. Like me and you could go in Milton, and there are a lot of people that are gonna know us. Like,
yeah, that's true. But I also wouldn't call it like popular by any means.
No, I'm not even saying like popular or nothing. But like, for example, like say I'm like chilling with someone, right? Mm-hmm. There's a good chance because I'm in Milton, you know, I go somewhere, I'm gonna run into someone else I know too.
If you run into your opposite gender a lot, and you know a lot of like opposite gender.
Like if you got a girl and she knows like a lot of guys and
yeah, exactly. Then that's where the problem begins. You know what I mean?
That would have me a little pressed. Not gonna lie.
Like that's where the problem begins.
That's a red flag. I'm gonna just throw it up.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yo, I asked you this question off camera, but I don't even remember your answer. I'm gonna ask it again on camera. So let's say you're dating someone, right? Here's a scenario: you're dating someone, maybe like 6 to 8 months or something, right? Mm-hmm. And
6 to 8 months. That's the standard.
That's the standard. That's the standard.
If you've been following us with the podcast up till now, you know that when we say dating,
if we say dating,
it's a 6 to 8 month standard.
6 to 8 month standard. Look. Anything before that is too soon to call it. Anything after that, you're locked in. You're kind of locked in. Like
that's why
you're locked in. You're locked in. So 6 to 8 month standard. At some point, do they tell you, like, you know, this is my ex, this is one of my exes, this is one of my exes type thing?
At what point should they tell you that?
Yeah. Like, let's say, I want to give you the scenario, right? You go somewhere. Like, let's say you go to a function. Mm-hmm. It's going to be people there. And there's going to be mutuals there. And you're with your girl. And then she says hi, you know, gives this guy a hug, you know. You never heard about him.
Okay.
Gives him a hug, you know, catches up with him. And then you get to finding out later that that's one of her exes.
See, like, I don't know, like, if I'm, like, we're going with a 6 to 8 month standard. I feel like by this time, like, maybe I wouldn't probably know all your exes if you had, like, a lot, to be honest. But, like, you know, I'm not the type of person to date a person with a lot of exes. It's that. So there's probably, like, 1 or 2, let's say. And, like, I probably would know them by then. So if you didn't tell me, like, if you didn't tell me them by that, like, by then, by the time we went to a function, I had to see, like, that transpire, find out that's your ex. I probably wouldn't be too happy, you know.
Okay, so like we talked about this in like an earlier podcast. How do you tell someone you're dating, like, oh yeah, this is my ex?
Well,
I feel like ruin the vibe, you know. You kind of
no, you don't say it like right there. Like it probably come up in like conversation, like whatever you guys are talking.
It doesn't. It just doesn't come up, and then you know that's when it comes up in that function. She hugs this guy, you know, catches up a little bit. Long time no see. What's good with you? Nothing. What's good with you? Nothing.
I don't know. Catching up with your ex, anyways, like that, like hugging your ex. That's wild.
Okay, then
that's wild.
It is wild. It is wild. I just want to say hugging, just for like the more wild scenario. But you know, just you know, maybe not even a hug, just catching up.
Yeah, I feel like if they're just catching up, like
this guy's attractive, by the way. He's an attractive person. Your significant other is just, you know, catching up with random. You never heard nothing about this guy ever.
I'd probably like, you know, be a little like, you know, a little shaken up. But at the same time, like, you know, like if there was no like opportunity to say it like throughout our dating period, then like it's not really a big deal, you know. But a hug is wild. Like if they're just catching up talking, like it depends what they're talking about. Like I'll probably just observe. Like that's about it. But yeah, hug is wild.
Yeah, hug is wild, especially not even hearing about this person ever.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, you know, that's just like
No, a hug is fine. But like if I find out like a couple hours later that was your ex,
yeah,
bro,
gonna have a long talk, honestly.
That's crazy.
So like, let's say it's not their ex though, you know, just some person, you know,
that I never heard. That's fine. You know, they'll probably just tell me about them like right there, you know, like right after that.
Okay. Cool. Understand. You single people, you know, take note. I should get my notebook. Should get my notebook out right now. Taking advice from a committed individual right here. D1 commit. All right, the next question I got came up with from watching a movie. Really didn't come up with, kind of just stole it from the movie. You might be able to guess from what movie it's from. I don't know if you want to say, if you want to throw it when I ask the question, or you could just let the people in the watching the video, the viewers, guess what movie it's from. Not going to be too hard, but anyways, I'll just say the question. So, would you rather date someone who saved your life, or someone you fell in love with for 2 days and, you know, they're attractive, you fell in love with them for 2 days? Like
how did I know you were gonna do that movie too?
You know the movie?
I'm pretty sure.
You know the movie?
Pause right now and guess the movie because I'm about to drop it. Is it Little Mermaid? Is it?
How you know that? What's that?
Little Mermaid. So you said like
You met someone for 2 days, you fell in love with them, or someone who saved your life.
I think I'll be more like attached to the person who saved my life. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'd be more attached to the person who saved my life than like the person I fell in love with. Have to meet them for 2 days.
That's not a common answer. I'll tell you right now. No one's ever said that answer yet. I don't think. I think I've asked maybe like 2 or 3 people, and I don't think I've heard that answer yet.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you like.
I'm going with the other option, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take like a connection over like mostly anything, to be honest. So like that like 2-day connection, even if it's only 2 days, you know, it's still like a strong connection, you know.
Yeah. True.
You feel me? So taking the 2 days.
You know, but like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't like marry someone after 2 days, or just save my life like that. But like, I think I'd have to say it'd be more emotionally invested in a person who saved my life, rather than someone I
guess. Yeah, you're right, but at the same time, it's like you almost feel like indebted to them,
True.
It's not even so much like a connection, you just feel like indebted because.
Yeah, that is true. Mm-hmm. That's true for sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I remember we said this on a earlier podcast, like one of our first podcasts back in season 1, like, do you believe in love at first sight? I don't remember what your answer was though.
No, first sight, because we were taking it really literally.
Yeah.
I believe in a connection, like not even at first sight, like that is also built in. It could be 5 minutes, it could be like a day, it could be like a year.
Yeah.
But I do believe in a connection.
Okay.
Not love at first sight though.
Yeah, but
taking in literal context.
Like as soon as you see them, you just fall in love. Like it's just like
no.
You don't see that?
No. No.
All right. I think some people would beg to differ, but
yeah.
You know what?
Hey, everybody's entitled to their own,
Yeah,
opinions.
Hey, you never seen everyone in the world, so you can't say if it's true or not.
No, I cannot.
You can't.
I just know it ain't for me. That's it. You could be like attracted to someone. Like, attraction is definitely like,
Yeah.
You could be attracted to someone at first sight. That's how attraction works, but
yeah.
I don't know about love.
But like, yeah, you could be like attracted to them enough that you love them at first sight,
Okay, yeah, honestly, because love is different for everybody. Again, just not
it's
for me.
It's different, dog.
It does. You know what I'm saying? But it does. Yeah. So wait. So you're locked in with that answer though? Like you'd take the person that saved your life?
I think I'd probably try to get to know that person. Yeah.
Look at him going against the grain and everything. So yes, he did say earlier that was Little Mermaid. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's such a good movie. Oh, by the time this comes out, I hope it's still in the theater. I hope. All right. We were discussing this a little earlier in the podcast. Like, it's the first question, but I don't know if we answered this. Is it a red flag though if you're dating someone and they know like a lot of people of the opposite gender?
Yeah, it's a red flag.
It's a red flag.
But there's like,
no. Hey, let me rephrase that. Is it a red flag if someone you're dating is well known
by the opposite gender?
Just well known. Let's just say well known.
It's a red flag, but it's like there are scenarios where it's acceptable for sure. You know what I mean? Like if you're an influencer, it's acceptable. Or like, let's just say, like, I don't know what we're talking. Like if we're talking like high school, for example, then like.
No. Let's just say like right now. Like you're.
Yeah.
Not in high school.
You're not really gonna know their life. You know what I mean? But like, in a lot of cases, it would be acceptable.
Like let's say you just start like talking to this person and you find out that like they're well known. They're like people know them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a red flag for sure.
It's a red
like,
flag.
Yeah. But at the same time, like I said, like it can be acceptable, you know?
Okay. Is it like different if it's a guy or a girl? Like if it's a girl well known, it's a red flag. Is it still a red flag if it's a guy that's well known?
I think it's way more of a red flag if it's a girl. Just saying. No, but like I think it's still a red flag for a guy too. But like if your name is going around, you know what I mean? That just like that could mean like multiple things, you know what I mean? It could mean like you're the next D1 like prospect.
Okay, wait. So like okay,
like you could be the next D1 prospect.
I do think girls are more well known than guys.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah, for sure, exactly.
Like it's just their names go around more. Like I feel like I don't know.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so,
like
yeah.
you know, gossip and all that, whatnot.
Yeah,
you know.
I guess
so.
That's probably the same gender. Like girls' names go around more.
Their names will just enter more groups because
I guess
their name goes around more. So
yeah.
So I feel like if you're a guy, that might be more of a red flag.
No, but there's more like scenarios. Well, yeah, for both of them. But I think for a guy, like there's more scenarios where like you know there's a reason why their name would be going around more. Like say they're a D1 prospect, you know, if they got money, if they you know if they're an influencer.
So you're saying like if your name's going around as a guy. For a good reason, it'll be a good reason. Like you know,
it could. There's more chances. There's more like chances for it to be a good reason.
If your name's going around as a girl, then it could be like more of like a
more often than not. Like more
like,
often than not, like as you were mentioning, like gossip and everything.
Yeah, gossip.
Like people like spread those stuff like in bad ways more often.
Yeah,
more often than not. So, like 9 times out of 10, if you're a girl, your name's getting spread around like that. It's not in a good way. It's same thing for guys too, you know, like maybe like
so let's assume you start talking to someone and you're starting to hear their name a lot now, like you know their name's getting thrown around, like maybe you mention their name to like one of your friends and you're like, and they're like, oh, I know her, you know, type shit, this is what I heard about her and type shit, and you've only been talking for a week. Is that like a red flag? Like how does one of your boys
Oh, it's not a red flag unless there's some context there, you know what I mean? Like, they just know her. Tell me what they know, you know? Other than that,
but like she's that well known, like
that's fine.
Like it's not, nothing's gonna go through your head like, oh, why is she that well known, you know, type thing. That's what's probably gonna go through my head, not gonna lie.
Not initially, I just think of it as like a coincidence, honestly. If I hear this like 5 times in a row.
Yeah, no. I feel like it'd be kind of like insane if it's the first person I mentioned to, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I know her."
No, I feel like it would just be a coincidence. I would just count that as a coincidence. But yeah, 5 times, like then I'm thinking like, okay, you know, something's off. But like 1, 2, I'm like, yeah, that's some crazy coincidences, you know.
So crazy coincidences, they're stacking up to be more than a coincidence. Okay. I don't know. I'm saying it's kind of a red flag. You're saying it's not really a red flag.
Yeah, no, not really. It is a red flag, but like you know, there's acceptable cases for sure.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if someone is like, if you're dating someone for like a week or something and they're really well known, like you find out they're really well known, is that gonna be like a red flag of yours, or is it gonna be maybe a green flag, or just like, you know, whatever? What was that hand movement? Okay, yeah. So enough on that.
Do girls like guys that are more well known or less well known? Like less known. What do you think? Like,
how the hell would I know that? How the hell would I?
Like, would you say like, say your Instagram, like, do you think they'd rather like date someone with 10,000 followers or 100?
It depends on the person.
Yeah, like
no, I'm saying it depends on like the girl.
Yeah, like
what she's into. Like
yeah. What do you think? Like most girls, for example.
It really depends on like the person and like the demographic area they're in. Like for example, our area, like Milton or something, you're gonna go somewhere local. Maybe like you don't want like someone with like 100K followers and stuff. But in Toronto, you're gonna go for someone under 1,000 followers.
But you think here like they want someone local?
Not so much local, but like you can't have like. I mean, not to say you can't, but they don't really need someone with 100K followers, or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. But I feel like it's more of like a
Incentive.
Yeah. I feel like well, there's like you said, it's definitely situational between
Yeah, it depends on the
girls.
person.
But I would say they'd rather have like more like someone with more followers.
It really depends on the person. Like this is.
Nah, I feel like
it really depends on the person, honestly.
No. Like I'm trying to get my Instagram. Nah, my Instagram. I keep it low. I keep it low just because like you don't want those like girls that are only dating you for how much followers you have, because there's probably like a lot of them out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like stuff like that. If the girl. But actually, you could say the same for the. I'm just thinking about. You could say the same like if they want like someone with the low followers. Like some girls will like want someone who's like really low key. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a guy's really low key.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess
It's about finding a perfect person for you. So I'm looking for someone who's okay with 700 followers. 700 followers.
I
That's
say
it.
like this is a pretty good median. Like it's a pretty good median.
What, 700?
Yeah, you're not like low, but
Yeah.
you're not high either.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm definitely not high.
Yeah,
700
but you're not low either.
I'm not super low, obviously, but
Yeah, you're like average.
yeah, it's like high school. That's it.
Yeah.
High school number. I'm not putting up no D1 numbers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting up no D1 athlete numbers. I'm just putting up some high school numbers. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But
What about you? Like, what would you say? Like, do you want a girl?
oh
with,
no,
like,
no,
a lot
I'm
of-
definitely no, not someone with a lot of followers. No.
like low key, like
Low key,
like
low
how
key.
much? Like,
'Cause,
what's
like,
the average? What's the
They have to
the
be
range?
Yeah, no, genuinely. Okay, honestly, I don't really care like how many followers you have. You could have 1 million. You could have 10. Doesn't really matter to me. But it also will it'll definitely go through my head at least a little bit. Like, yo, this person has 40K followers. How many people have they talked to? Type thing.
Yeah.
How many people are trying to hit them up?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But 40K, you're okay with?
No, I like it doesn't matter. They could have 1 million. They could have any amount of followers, but it'll 40K, that number, something like that. Anything above 20K will definitely get in my head and be like, yo, how many people has this person talked to? How many people are trying to hit up this person?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's it's a deal breaker or anything. It just it'll just have me to think about it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I feel that.
Mm-hmm. You know what? While we're on the topic, we pretty much been talking about this the whole time. What are some red flags you think of a perspective you trying to help someone who's single, and let
what
them know,
not to go for.
Yeah, let them know what to watch out for. Someone think of someone who's single, pretty close to you. What are some red flags?
Red flags.
They should look out for.
I would say